Hello and welcome to this recorded presentation for the employees of GG Homes, GG Advisors, Green Group Real Estate. This is the benefit offering beginning January 1st, 2023. My name is Bill Hammond. I'm honored to be your insurance broker, also your advocate and expert in this process. If you're having trouble understanding the plans, want help figuring out which one's best for you, need help finding a doctor, or understanding just the terminology of what's being offered, reach out to me. My phone number and email are there. Also available to you is Rhiannon and Anna throughout the year as help with claims issues, again, finding doctors, getting new ID cards. We're available to you all year long, and we're here to help. So please reach out to us. Quick agenda, we'll talk about the timeline of open enrollment, the medical plans available. We'll talk about dental and vision plans, how do I enroll? And then, of course, if you have questions and need answers, just reach out to us. We'll be happy to help. So what is open enrollment? It starts on December 1st, goes through Monday, December 12th. This is the time of year where you're allowed to make changes to your plan. You're allowed to enroll if maybe you waived last year. You can add dependents, remove dependents, change from the HMO to the PPO, whatever it is that you want to do differently for this year. This is your time that you get to do that. Any changes you make will be effective January 1st, 2023. Again, we're asking everybody to be done with this process by Monday, December 12th. And you'll complete your applications online at the Ease Benefit Enrollment Portal, which we'll talk about briefly. We have 7 Anthem Blue Cross plans available, 4 HMO plans and 3 PPO plans. You'll see that there's a Silver Priority Select HMO, then a Silver Select HMO, then a Gold Priority Select HMO, and a Gold Select HMO. What I want you to know is that these 2 Gold plans have the exact same the exact same benefits as each other. The Silver plans are identical in benefits to one another, just like the Gold are identical to one another. The difference is the Priority Select network mainly focuses on Scripps doctors, and the Select HMO plan mainly focuses on Sharp doctors. So in this next slide, you're going to see just 2 plans here. So you'll see at the very top, it says Anthem Silver Select and Priority Select HMO plan. So again, Select means Sharp, Priority Select means Scripps, and you'll see that our Silver plans, there's 2 plans here. That's important to note. You're just choosing between the network of providers you want to go see. All right, so when we're looking at the Silver plan, I just want to go over some of this terminology with you. We have our deductible of $2,500. Now, a deductible is, generally speaking, what the insurance company asks us to pay 100% of this number before they start paying their share of any benefits. Now, you'll see there's the term DED waived embedded into some of these benefits. And wherever you see DED waived, it means you do not have to pay your deductible to get these benefits. It means that you are eligible for the flat dollar copay without having to meet the first $2,500 of expenses. So if I'm on this Silver plan here and I want to go see a regular doctor, it is $60 for a primary care doctor and $110 for a specialist. DED waived, deductible waived. So I get this benefit day one, $1. Lab and X-ray, if you go do this at a hospital or a freestanding facility, at an office or a freestanding facility, you will not pay your deductible. Same with an X-ray, deductible waived. But if you're getting any of these services in a hospital setting, you're going to have to pay your deductible first and then 45% of the cost. Again, imaging, so CAT scan, MRI, PET scans, they have a deductible waive for office and freestanding facilities. It costs more for getting these benefits, getting these services inside of a hospital setting. Come all the way down here to the percentages. You see these percentages, and we've seen them throughout. 45% after the deductible. What this means is that after you hit your deductible, you would pay 45%. Blue Cross would pay 55%, not to exceed your out-of-pocket maximum of $9,100. Once you hit that $9,100, you pay nothing for the rest of the year. So we'll use an example. Say I'm on this plan here and I have a hospital stay. It's a $100,000 hospital stay problem, whatever it may be. I would pay 100% of the cost for the first $2,500. Then I would pay 45% of the cost. Blue Cross pays 55% of the cost. And then once I've spent $9,100 in the calendar year, I am covered 100% for all covered services by in-network providers all the way through December 31st of the year. This number includes, this 9,100 includes the $60 doctor visit. It includes the $15 generic drug. It includes a $60 urgent care visit. Every dollar you're spending is rolling up towards your maximum out of pocket. This is the most you'd ever spend. Now, as we see this silver HMO plan, both of these plans here, you'll see these are going to be the most inexpensive plans available to you. Okay, so for those of you looking for low cost, just need a couple of doctor visits, just need something there in case all heck breaks loose, these silver plans would be great for you. For those of you that maybe want a little more coverage, maybe you have a surgery coming up, maybe you're going to have a baby, maybe you have regular MRIs, maybe you take a lot of prescription drugs, whatever it may be, I want you to consider these gold plans. So the Gold Select and the Gold Priority Select HMO 35 have no deductible. The maximum out of pocket is $6,750. Our doctor visits are $35 and $70. There's no brand name drug deductible, but the big deal is our hospital stay, surgery, emergency room visit benefit. Under our silver plans, we got to pay our whole $2,500 deductible plus 45%. With these gold plans, I would pay a flat $750 copay for day 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the hospital. After day 4, you don't pay that copay any longer. So that is a flat dollar copay rather than a deductible and percentage. This saves you thousands of dollars. All right. Surgery, $550 versus $2,500 plus 45%. Emergency room, the most expensive place to access healthcare in America, $325 copay under the gold plan, but under the silver plan, $2,500 plus 45%, plus they even hit you for an extra $350 copay there. So if you're having a baby, surgery, emergency room visits, whatever it may be, please think about that gold plan. It will cost you more out of your paycheck than the silver plan, but when you go to use your benefits, it's going to cost you less. So let's just say 2 days in the hospital. 2 days in the hospital with the silver plan, $2,500 up front, 45% of the cost, you're probably looking at a good $6,000 to $7,000 easy. Whereas with the Blue Cross Gold plan, I'm only paying $1,500. That's $750 for day 1, $750 for day 2. I'm out of there, $1,500. So the gold plan, again, costs you more to your paycheck, but it probably only costs you a few $100s more per year for an individual than the silver plan. But when you use it, you will save big time dollars. Just another note on our Select versus Priority Select networks. Select medical groups are Sharp-East-Steely, Sharp Community, Greater Tri-Cities, UCSD, Graybill Medical Group, whereas our Priority Select medical groups, Scripps Clinic, Scripps Coastal, Mercy, Radies. So these are not all of the networks that are in the, all the medical groups that are in the network, just the most popular. Couple of things to note, Greater Tri-Cities is in both of these. So this is gonna be up north, San Marcos, Vista area. So they're in both of those groups. Mercy Physicians Medical Group is only in Priority Select, as is Rady's Children's Health Network. So if that's important to you, Rady's for your kid, you're gonna wanna go on the Priority Network. Here's our PPO plans. We've got 3 of them here. We've got our Bronze PPO plan. This is a catastrophic PPO. This is good for those of you that just want the lowest cost plan possible and aren't really worried about much in the way of expenses, just want something very, very inexpensive. This would be a great plan for you. Buyer beware on the Bronze plan though. This plan is going to ask for a lot of deductible out of you. So if you end up in the hospital, you end up in having surgery or emergency room, you're gonna pay 100% of the cost for the first $7,300. Now it does give you some copays for stuff like doctor visits, lab and x-ray, even for chiropractic or physical therapy, urgent care. But again, very high deductible, going to be your lowest cost PPO plan, but a lot of out-of-pocket expenses potentially. Our Silver PPO, really good value PPO for those of you that really want the choice of providers, lots of PPO doctors when it comes to PPO plans, lots of freedom of movement. You're not stuck at one medical group. We talked about in the slide before how the Priority Select network covers Rady's Health Network, but the Select covers Sharp. If you want to see both Sharp doctors and Scripps doctors and Rady's doctors, you're going to need to have a PPO plan in order to do that. All right, so PPO plans have the largest networks. Our Silver plan has got a pretty tolerable deductible of $2,200. Out-of-pocket max is $8,600. We've got some doctor visit copays with deductible waived, as we do with X-ray lab. Our prescription drugs benefits are okay. Silver is a great plan for those of you who aren't using your health plan a whole bunch. Then we have our Gold HMO plan, zero deductible. That's the big showstopper here. You're never going to pay 100% of the cost for anything. Copays are pretty good. Everything is a much better benefit plan. The prescription drug benefit gets a lot better, but we still are paying our percentages when it comes to hospital stays, surgeries, emergency rooms, that kind of stuff. So PPO plans are always going to ask you to pay a percentage of the cost for those big ticket items. And you always want to be looking at what's my maximum risk, which you'll see in your out-of-pocket here. A note, since we're talking about prescription drugs, you'll see level 1 and level 2. Blue Cross has a tiered RX network. So they have level 1 pharmacies like CVS, Target, Walmart, Costco. This is where you could save some money going to these places. This is where you are going to pay a lower copay for those drugs. Level 2 is Walgreens, Rite Aid, places like that. So you'll see that with our generic drugs on, let's take our Silver plan. Level 1 is $15. So at Costco, it's $15. At Target, it's $15, but at Rite Aid, it's $20. Okay. Now, $5 is not a big deal, but once you get into some of these other levels, you're going to pay a whole $10 more for these drugs. So it's important to understand that CVS, Target, Walmart, Costco, these places are the places you want to go. They are the places that will save you some money. And level 2, you can still get the coverage. You can still get the prescription drug. It just costs you a little bit more. Quick plug on the online portal as well as the mobile portal. So nothing will improve your healthcare experience quite as much as downloading the Sydney app to your mobile device. If you download this to your mobile device, you will always have your ID card. You can check on your claims. You can communicate with providers. You can understand your benefits. You can search doctors. You can do a lot of things through the app, and you never lose your ID card, which is easily the #1 issue that we get here is people that lost their ID card and they need to use their plan. You can also register. The regular desktop app is also very robust, more robust probably than the mobile app, but really good to be connected in that way because you can see all kinds of stuff directly through their portal. So let's talk about dental and vision. With our dental plans, we have 3 Delta dental plans, a bronze, silver, and gold. HMO dental plans are going to be the least expensive way to access dental, but you have the least amount of choice of providers to see. Okay, so that's the big drawback with dental HMO plans is not as many providers in the network. The bronze, silver, and gold plan all use the same Delta Care USA HMO network, but the bronze plan will cost less out of your paycheck as well as have higher copays for you. So when you go to get different things done, the bronze plan will ask you to pay a little bit more. Silver plan, the copays are lower. Gold, the copays are the lowest. There's no annual maximum. And if you need orthodontia coverage, there is a copay for that. You'll see those at the bottom. So for a child on a silver or gold plan, it's a $1,700 copay. For adults, it's $1,900, and that covers the full 24-month service. Our PPO plans are through MetLife. Again, we have 3 different options, Silver, Platinum, and Platinum Plus. PPO plans are going to cost you a lot more out of your paycheck, but they give you a lot more choice of providers. The other drawback with a PPO plan, other than the per paycheck cost, is the calendar year maximum. So with PPO dental plans, there is a maximum benefit amount. And this is the maximum that MetLife would pay. So on that silver plan, once they've paid $1,250 of benefits towards you, they pay no more and you pay everything else for the rest of the calendar year. The Platinum plan is at 2250 calendar year max, and Platinum Plus is 2500 max. Notice with that PPO Silver plan, they put endodontics and periodontics down there in the major category, which means you'd be paying 50% of that cost. Basic services for PPO Silver are covered at 80%, just like it is with Platinum, meaning you pay 20%, MetLife pays 80%. And that Platinum Plus plan just gives you a little bit higher basic level coverage. So instead of paying 20%, you pay 10%, and you have a higher out-of-pocket or higher calendar year max. So PPO plans, more choice, more cost. HMO plans, less choice, less cost. And we do not have orthodontia available with our PPO plans. Let's talk about our vision plans. We have 2 vision plans available to us through VSP, the Gold and the Platinum. Now, these 2 plans are identical in every single way except one. They both give you a $10 eye exam copay once a year, once every 12 months. They both give you a $25 copay for lenses once every 12 months. But the $180 allowance for frames or the contact lens allowance of $150, that is, you are eligible for that once every 2 years with the Gold plan, and the Platinum plan, it's once every year. So that's the arrow you're seeing down there is pointing out the 24 on the Gold versus the 12 on the Platinum. 24 as in 24 months. Every other year you get your allowance for frames versus every year you get it with Platinum. I love the Platinum plan because it costs about $23 a year more than the Gold plan, but for $23, you're getting $180 of tax-free benefit. So $23 in pre-tax premium in exchange for $180 in tax-free benefits. No brainer. If you need vision, go with the Platinum. It's a much better plan. Both of them use the exact same networks of providers. It's just the Platinum plan is a better value because it covers your frames once a year versus once every 2 years with the Gold plan. So let's talk about enrollment. We'll be logging into our enrollment portal, which is called Ease. You're going to get an email that looks just like this. At the bottom of it, you're going to see a little login button. You'll go ahead and hit that. You'll be taken to the GG Homes portal where you can log in. If you've never logged into this site, you'll be asked to put in your username and password, pick a password, I'm sorry, and verify it, accept the terms and conditions. For those of you that were enrolled in this last year or have logged into this at some point this year, you will be able to just put in your username and password. If you forgot it, you'll notice there's a little forgot button right here to help you reset it. If you're having a hard time, just reach out to me and say, hey, I can't get into the enrollment portal, please help. And either me or one of my teammates here will help you with that. Once you get into the system, you're going to put your address, phone number, social, date of birth, all that stuff. It's going to ask you for the information on your dependents. If you have any, please list them in that dependent section. It does not enroll them in the plans, but it does allow you to choose to enroll or not enroll, and you can see the price differences. So if you have a spouse and or children that have coverage elsewhere, putting them in as dependents in the portal will allow you to see how much it costs and compare and contrast the benefits and the rates to whatever else they might be on. So once you do all that, you're going to get into the medical plan selection. For those of you that have been in here before and made choices, your choices that you've made will roll forward this year, so it'll be automatically selected that you're enrolling or declining, whichever you did last year. If you've never logged in here, you're going to see the specify your coverage area, and there's going to be a check mark and an X. If you've never been in the system before, it's going to be all gray. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you hit the check mark, which indicates, yes, I would like to enroll, or you would hit the X, which would turn red, which would indicate that, no, I do not wish to enroll. All right. So that's very important to do that, because if you don't hit the check mark, you're not going to see these select buttons next to the prices, and you're not going to be able to choose anything. It's going to look very funny. So it's important that you hit the check mark to indicate that you wish to enroll. Again, if you hit the check mark and you look at the prices and you don't like them, you can scroll back up and hit the X and choose to waive coverage. If you've got a spouse and or children, also you'll be able to hit the check mark or the X individually, depending on who you want to enroll. And you're going to see your rates up here at the top right are changing instantly along with the choices that you're making. Under each plan, you're going to see some links that have that allow you to open up PDFs and different documents that help you make a decision, that help you understand the benefits, the rates, help you find doctors, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you're clicking on those links there. And then whenever you select a plan, a big green box will end up showing up around it. If you've already been through the system and selected it before, as you scroll down, you'll see you already have a pre-selected plan. That's the one you're currently on. All right, so you hit select. You'll do the same thing for the dental and the vision plans. Once you do all that, you'll review your plan choices. You'll make sure it's the plan you wanted to enroll in. You'll make sure you wanted to enroll plus your child, children, spouse, whatever. If any of this is incorrect, you can hit there's the little edit button that usually shows up there. You can go back. You'll hit continue once you have it all done right. Then it just turns into DocuSign. You're going to hit the sign forms button. You will type your signature. You will use your mouse or your finger on a mobile device to sign. You'll hit next. And then it's just going to take you through the entire contract and ask you to just insert your signature at all the various places that need it. Very, very easy to do. Once you do that and you complete it, you'll hit the finish signing button at the top right of the screen. From there, you're all done. You'll get an email that says, thank you so much for submitting your benefit elections. Once you have that email, you're set, you're done. You don't have to do anything else. So what's the next step? Just be looking for that email in your inbox. Monday, December 12th is the deadline. If you've got any questions, you need any answers, we'd be happy to help. We are here for you. We're here to help and happy to hear from any of you. So thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, if you need any answers, just reach out to me via phone or email or any one of our other people that are dedicated to your account, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for your attention. It's an honor to be your broker, and I look forward to talking to each of you if you should need any help. Thank you.